Welcome, guys, on a beautiful Wednesday, the second day that market opens already this week, and we have only 2 days to go after that, and then it's close, and we have new monthly. It is what it is. So yeah, like I was mentioning as well on Sunday, we might see some flip-flopping into the long and short ratio, and we had quite significant actually. We are right now on 49. I checked it today in the morning and it was around 57. So we jumping quite around with them, and looking at it on as well on 24 hours on a daily basis. We used to be quite middling and now we are starting to spike back. So yeah, it's kind of ish middling, but longs are taking over. So we might see any kind of flip in the market maybe for the short term. Who knows? Let's see how that's gonna play out. Same thing like mentioned as well. 2 days still go into the market. Market opened. It's a short week, but it's gonna be quite volatile on the end, I guess. Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday, especially Friday, are most volatile lately, and I guess that one's gonna be and have some bigger movements. Either way, both sides, and that might determine a little bit how the market's gonna carry on for the new monthly open. Let's see how that's gonna play out. Looking at the heat map, that's quite interesting actually. I'm gonna go straight into the monthly because the local one is not that we grind into the freaking support finally, and right now we still stacking quite a lot of liquidity above us, so another leg up is still possible and I'm really hoping for it. And like we have been mentioning already, 115 around ish level, we might see some cooling off again and see if we might gonna retrace lower. If not, continuation it is. We still didn't break anything to the higher time frame on it, so there is still really a lot below us to take. We might even go there. We don't need to yet, so let's see how this move gonna behave and how we're gonna close, especially today as a daily close. That's gonna be quite interesting one. Looking at the bits, and bro, oh bro, I love this legend. Seriously, it's amazing what they did. Even then, it's for free, so it's double amazing actually. They pull off this kind of stuff, and the extra information what you get from it from that orders, it's really great. Like for example, right now you see that's they even been selling some more on the from the whales right now. Like I was mentioning as well on the market update today in the morning, and what I did, they've been some bits pulled out from the market, but I guess they've been moved around because I remember that those ones didn't been that big lately. Right now they are 450 almost, so those are quite heavily, and literally the last one is stuck on 117. So this area still is possible to take, and like I was mentioning as well on the heat map, there is quite a lot of liquidity over here to grab. Same with the bids. People are stacking the bids, waiting for the short or any kind of possibility for to grab the orders from it. Right now we are grinding to the downside. So far we're finding the floor around 107. Let's see if we're gonna break lower. There is some bids 187, and a little bit lower than that is 170 bits, so Bitcoin, so that's quite heavy to hold it. Let's see, they are stacking in both ways right now, and yeah, like you see, 200 Bitcoin, 230 are above us. Oh, those have been pulled, sorry, they've been moved around, so there is still some going on in the market. Let's see how we're gonna settle. That's gonna be quite important close in my opinion, what's gonna happening right now, if we're gonna break some major things or not in the market. So it's gonna be fun to watch. Moving this to the side, we have our lovely wicks. Like I've been mentioned it before the weekly open, we came quite heavily into the 24 mark. We retrace into it, and right now we still holding the 19. Literally, I was thinking we're gonna maybe we start to break this. Yes, I know what I'm doing. This is gonna be a trend line. Don't worry, I don't care. that we might break this area for a lower positioning, but still we kind of is holding it. Let's see how the weekly gonna close, and if that's gonna happen, meaning that we're gonna push it a little bit lower. I really would like to see it below 19%. If we're gonna break all of the structure what we created since already December 6th. So it's been a while that we've been here and grinding it. So I would love that to go a little bit lower. Than market might push higher and significant higher even as well. So that would be really, really, really awesome to see. But yeah, if not, then sideways it might go, and yeah, below 24 is still fine, but I would like to have it below 19 and keep doing that so far. To be mentioning the holobot as well on the side. Let me just delete this. Sold, right? Close below the stop loss area, the line we sold. We are already on the side. This been a quite good counter trade twice even, so it played out technically, even if it wasn't maybe the perfect one, but it played out. And right now let's see how we're gonna hold this previous structure. If we're gonna come back again higher and we're gonna see any failures, we might have another failure of the 110. Let's see. It don't need to happen. We can still carry on and break some things, because right now we didn't close anything below that. No, not yet. So let's see how the next one is gonna behave. On the metric bundle side, still quite heavy on the shorts. On the sell side, we not really got pushed, but they hold the price action quite in the range, right? It was a little bit slow range, and yeah, weird one, but eventually we got through it, and right now we are pushing through and we start to grab the 150 axis below us. Let's see if that's gonna be the bounce for to go a little bit higher and grab the maybe the 111 110 axis, and then see some bigger range, or even then going a little bit lower. It's still positive, because this area over here 103 is the area where we settled the February level, so we might grab even this and then go higher. Who knows how we're gonna play out, but so far the harmony oscillators is cooling off. We're still already around 27, so that's already positive. On chain still middling. And on the flow index, we saw quite a lot of flips around happening already on the weekly open, and Tuesday more than Monday, of course, because Monday was the holiday, bank holiday. But alts are picking up, so that's good. That's great. We have some push on the alts. Either way, we might not see that in the numbers, but the money inflow is there, so that's positive. Large cap are starting to cooling off. We are already like quite significant minus 45% on it. So yeah, it's something to think about it, especially when you have a look on the ecosystem. I was mentioning private coins quite often lately, because they've been quite high, almost on 89%. So really nice, quite heavy. Last time we've been there, it was in 6th of December. So yeah, right now there is some sell-off happening on it, some pullback, retracement, whatever. Right now DEXs are picking up quite heavily. Today in the morning we saw AI even quite on 50%, but they just push it a little bit lower. So you see a split into the genres, actually, if you want to say that in crypto, which one are doing quite badly below the middle line and which one are steady going higher. So you have the AI, DEX, NFTs, weirdly enough, exchanges, of course, and yeah, so quite quite fun to keep track on that. And then on the ecosystem, Hype still doing and performing amazingly great. We have some quite a cool off on it, nothing major, nothing special, still high, still going strong, of course. So that's good. Bitcoin and ETH are going correlated to each other right now, and then the rest of it are still middling. So you see already a little bit of Dixie picking up, so in strength. So let's see how that's gonna go, or that's gonna perform. Maybe we're gonna see some coming back into the mid, and then another failure of it. Let's see. But still focus on hype and Bitcoin, of course. Even if it's strong on the ecosystem, I'm not really that key on it and care about it so far. So that's one. And then let's go on the Bitcoin chart. Let's go and see how that performs. So far, we really, like, last couple of days, this pricing was horrendous. Like, really, it's almost been dead kind of ish. Nothing into it, like volume wise or any kind of movements major. And then we saw the failure, and that of course correlated with our lovely weekly open level, been holding it down. Even the daily one, seriously, you couldn't ask for better price action to see and to have a confirmation on your levels. And right now, look what we did. Nice sell off to the downside. So right now, what do we aim for? You want to hold your 106.9 level. What we do right now, holding that, we might go and have another swing higher. That means that we need to gain previous swing, that's 110, of course, sorry, a little bit higher, 110.1, and there we're gonna be in between. If you're gonna see any kind of major swing to the all-time high, what we created. Failing right now anything what we're doing, still we can go higher, filling this fair value gap and coming back into it and closing below. That's still possible. If not, we can go higher and reclaim weekly. If you reclaim weekly seriously on 4 hour and we start closing anything above it, that might be a quite strong reclaim of it, and we might go and try to take out the liquidity or the 150x's on the all-time high and maybe even go higher. That's all possible. So far, there's no significant move to do that. Right now, holding that. Failing your previous previous swing, what we created on 106.9, that one technically is gonna teleport us a little bit lower. We might see any small bounce from the 105.3, just because we still create a support on it. There is a small fair value gap and we didn't test that previous swing. What we created to go higher, it was quite a stop and a small bounce from it. If not, then seriously, I'm technically aiming for February right now. If we have this kind of sell-off and we're gonna start trading a little bit lower, below the previous weekly open, then February it is, and that's gonna be a quite major bounce, in my opinion. Still, just because we didn't break it yet, anything to the downside, while because we had the high, and this is your higher high, right? So technically, this is your low, your previous low what brought you to the high, and this is your lower low. So we holding the whole freaking structure to the upside still. So nothing major happened. And to confirm that with you with the lovely stupid fib, either way, it doesn't matter if you pull from the low or from the lower low. I take the lower low, the lowest point always fits as a pocket into the February level. That's why. Still my area that I'm gonna short the shit out of it. Even if we're gonna go a little bit lower, that means over there we need to be patient and see what the price action is gonna do around 101. That's the key level. Either way, we've been there, we test that one already, and the level of February been already tested so many times. Still we might hold it. In my opinion, it's still a strong level. It's still possible to hold it and have another swing, and that means that might be either way the last leg up, right, to grab the everything above it, and then we might start to see the turnaround and see something like this happening, whatever. But that means we need to do any significant move of holding the February, and if that's not gonna be the case and we're gonna start closing anything below 101, we might even go straight lower to 97-ish area, the December, and then have another swing, but that's going to be the bearish failure swing, and we're going to go lower. So yeah, keep in mind, that's why I'm already quite since beginning of this range, I'm saying that this is the area to hold. If not, then we will go lower. Otherwise, with the pullback a little bit higher and bearish backtest any swing levels. If not, then December it is. And either way, still, if we're gonna come close to December, in my opinion, there's nothing major lost, just because we still can hold this price action and go higher, right? And then only losing around the 90k structure, then and only then we're gonna go and talk about the lower price action. So far, no need for it because we are not even close to that one. But preparation is the key as well, how they say. And yeah, so far, that's what I'm aiming for. First thing first, holding this price action, that's great. We might spike up higher, take the liquidity, and then see how we gonna perform. So far, I'm literally aiming for February. That's my key level, and I'm gonna long the shit out of it. Either we're gonna go lower, I don't care. I'm gonna load it, shadows into it between the February and December level. So that's my takeaway on it. Especially just because we have overlapping order books over on 4 hour, so that's already a sign. February level, we have the FIPS level, right? And definitely when we're gonna come lower on the price action and we grab all of this liquidity, bro, that's already like a trampoline to bounce from it, right? In my opinion. If not, we still can go lower and grab the rest, but we don't need to right now. So that's one. And of course the swing points, I still need to adjust them. I'm quite busy and lazy to do that. Anyway, it's still quite significant that we grabbed their first leftovers of 10 and 20 axis and we bounce back from it. Weekly and previously weekly is holding us, and then if we're gonna start breaking down, then of course we're coming back into the range, previous range what we created, and as well that the lowest swing point on that range is still on February. So I mean, there is already like 6 or 7 confirmation on that level that the bounce is there, right? It's coming. However, how high it's gonna be, that depends, but the bounce will be there. So if someone's not gonna catch the long from here, then I'm sorry for it, but then it was way too obvious in my opinion. We of course we might go a little bit lower to wick it down and then come back close anything above it and go higher. So that's on Bitcoin, I guess. Not much to say. I mean, we've been already telling the same thing over from 3 days, and Viking was as well quite clear today about it. So that's the thing on Bitcoin, but I will go, okay, some nice numbers into it. I will go and have a look on Hype as well, because that's been quite leading as well into the sentiment of the way how it behaves and how it moves and what Bitcoin might do. I was actually thinking about it, the move what we did on Bitcoin over here. We've been quite steady and Hype was quite aggressively moving. So if Hype starts literally losing the low of 33 right now, if we're gonna go lower than that and we come to February, it's gonna be the same area as Bitcoin for me. February level, this is too long the shit out of it between the February and yearly open. Literally, you just put your house on it. Sorry, don't do that, but this is the level to long the shit out of it technically, and still holding this structure even then as well, same as Bitcoin right now. But if you see Hype going lower before Bitcoin and start to break this level and we go to February, then Bitcoin will follow, definitely. I'm starting to see that more often. One of them depends which one is leading, right, the move. So if Hype is going first, Bitcoin will follow, and vice versa. So I'm really key on that one right now, and it's happened quite often. So I'm still seeing that happening, and if that's gonna be, then I will be by that sentiment. It's just a sentiment. It's nothing key or nothing special to go by. But if you don't see it, if you don't like it, then don't do it. But I'm kind of aiming that they are quite similar to each other with the moves, and one of another doing it before the another one, so you can jump on the conclusion on it. right? So still same thing, holding you 33, nice area for a scalp position and going higher, and even maybe flipping the weekly. That would be really awesome. If so, not if we will go see any price action lower than February it is, because I'm not even sure that this area, either way, this is a small step off and small support. We'll hold it. We're just gonna blast through it and go to February, and then we're gonna have a major move up. That would be really awesome. And let's go and see what some alts are doing. This Sonic is quite breaking my brain because I really don't understand this move. I don't know what's happened. Definitely something fundamental, because there was no reason to even break that significant price action to the lower structure. We still holding it. I mean, this is the structure that holds you, but that's the only and last resort that's gonna hold you. So yeah, for the rest, the only thing what I want to see is to flip the 0.4, flip that, go to Q2 and hold that. Otherwise, that's done. So there's no point to even chart this right now. Looking by oscillator, any change to the downside, that's done. Flip it and go higher. You might see any push to go to the weekly or a little bit higher to the structure. But right now, it's a really shitty sell-off on it. So this is what it is. It's an alt. Objective. It one is really going good. I like it. We did the flip. We didn't came close to it like I was thinking we will, but it's really good. We came back to the previous high, so that's right. That's good. Right now, what do? We freaking holding weekly and March perfectly, like literally to the top. So that's really good. We see some resistance. Yes, I've been mentioning that resistance quite often already. So we came really to the T to that one. Right now, just come back to the weekly, retest that one, hold the March. You're still aiming for the September. If that starts to come close to the September, you're gonna flip that, then technically what you do is make it more obvious. You flip this area, and that means that's the most bullish what to do. So I don't want to say it, but that's gonna be the cup and handle, right? Formation, and you just having something like this. But that's the most bullish. You have the rounding it up, and right now you're facing to the 16 area. Flip that, and off you go, because then the next area is 26, the next resistance area. So any profits, right, or any movements closer, take profits and keep it tight. And yeah, nice. Any retest of it, just long it, because it might not even retrace fully like it always did, because it's quite volatile right now and the pressure is on, right? So it is really good. I love it. I like to see that. So my injective is happy. Sui. Let me go to 4 hour, and that one was a little bit front run. I'm sorry, it didn't get quite close to the Superfoot what I was mentioning, but that says as well how strong it is and how volatile it can be and how much pressure it is on it, that it didn't came close to it and still it bounced, reclaim the previous swing, and now we just wait and go higher. If even there we still can go lower, that doesn't matter. We still can go either way higher, because we didn't get to the support area like we supposed to be. So that's one is great doing. We're holding November and December right now to the T and literally through the previous swing area. So great. Flip the daily and off you go. Then the yearly, that's not going to be a big deal because we've been there. It's retested already. And bro, if that's going to go off, then same. 4.6 stays on the table, and that one is going to be hit as a tank, in my opinion. Oh, injective is even way the first one positive on the chart. Okay, sorry. One of the first ones. AVAX. Really good one. It had a small loss. It's nothing major. We're holding the floor. We're holding the March and September on it. That's great. Flip the weekly right now, and again, November and August not gonna be an issue to go for it, to regain and go higher. So quite good, right? I like if we're gonna stay above this area. So flip this into this one, and off you go on it. Solana, that's gonna be interesting one, because oh my god, this is quite scary actually how it performs. So swing points again, like I can stretch it enough how accurate they are and how good they work. What do? We came back into the range. We bearish backtested twice the same level, and twice the same level failed us to regain, and we went even lower. So right now we broke the previous swing on it. Even either way, we still holding it, but going lower to June, that's starts to get a little bit scary, because there is not much that's gonna hold us than only this little structure over here. So if we're gonna go lower and trade below November, then we might even find 162 any bounce from it, or hold, hopefully, because then that's gonna be a higher low, another one, and we can go higher. So far locally we are a little bit ranging in the same area that we've been previously. So not much, not major losses, but still just be cautious. You still can go a little bit lower on that one if that's necessary. If not, flip the weekly. Yeah, flip the weekly and off you go. And then the star of the show lately, our lovely ETH. So this drawing is a little bit shitty. Let's do it proper. Holding that, grinding it to the upside, doing something like this, sneaky grind constantly, and we can pop it to go higher, right? Trap shitloads of shorts and longs at the same time, and yeah, both ways. Do this, the fucking famous triangle, pop it, and off you go. Finally, that second leg gonna be significant, because we still are in the first leg up on ETH. So even if we show the strength, right, go higher, that's the first one what we did. We are ranging right now. Technically, we didn't break anything, and grinding it higher and flip the 2K823. That's finally gonna give you the significant strength and show the balls what ETH missed and lost for a while. So let's see how that's gonna play out. Well, strong, good, positive. Yeah, our lovely Tia. Same thing over and over. We're holding the freaking line, but technically we are facing it a little bit heavier to it. I really want to go higher and trade above Q2 to see any strength over it, to flip the freaking bearish retest what we did. That was really bullshitting, all of it. And we broke the structure to the downside again. It's shitty, but you want to see the flip of Q2. Any positivity on it, on the chain, then it's Q2. Trading below and going really lower than 2.4 right now, I'm not sure if there is even worth to hold it or to buy it or whatever to do with it, because it didn't show much strength back. Because technically what we do, and you know, the best thing is to zoom out sometimes and see what the fuck did we do. Like this pin and down, grind up, show some strength and down again, grind and down. And what do we do over here? Show some strength and down. So still, either way, it shows some positivity in some of the areas. We are still going lower, right? So technically, if we pull that line again, yes, we can talk about any movement and breakout from it, but seriously, that to change quite quick and quite heavy. So if you zoom even further on that one, if you look for positivity, think about it, this move hopefully might be the same as this one. right? So what we did over here, right? Over here, we had that pop, but let's hope that that pop's gonna be higher than freaking to 8.9. If not, if that's gonna be the again happening, and we're gonna do something like this, and I'm not sure that's gonna fucking survive anyhow. But that's gonna be the third. Yeah, first, second, the third, same fucking structure over and over again. And like I always say, we don't copy the structure, it's always rhyming. So yeah, let's see. I'm not really interested anymore in Tiaba. It is what it is. Grass. We didn't get. Oh no, that wasn't prediction. So yeah, we went to the 2.5 like we predicted, but we failed that really to the T bearish backtest of that one, and now we are failing. We're still holding 2.06. That's good. If we hold that and start to grind to the upside, that would be perfect. That would be great. If not, fail that, then we might go to 109. That's the next stop of the structure. So that's that. Fartcoin. Ooh, look at that. Where did we come to? Quite to the T. Perfect. Couldn't be better. Why? Previous structure what we're holding, and first highest week before we went off, and that's the stop what we're creating right now. See if we're gonna go higher than that, close anything above it, right? Then any pullback and you off to go. If not, if that's gonna be only the retest, coming back, closing below, and lower it is to this structure. So it can go both ways. We're still in the position, we're still in the candle. Let's just open up and let's see how that's gonna play out. But yeah, so far, overall, still freaking bullish. Why? It never settled lower low yet. So we've been there quite often, but we still can go higher. So nothing bearish about it. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, that's a little bit on the list. Let's come back on the Bitcoin. Yeah, so everyone is doing the same move. So a little bit pullback. See if we're gonna retest it or gain it. Then I would just want to jump into the bots a little bit. I had my bots set it up as well quite a couple days, week ago, I guess. I don't remember. And they're doing well. Of course, some of them are some negative positions, but it happens. It's part of the job. But overall, it's really good. I double already my the funds on it, so perfect. It's working as it should work. And I have them, most of them, I have them set up on 3 or 4 hours. I have one on 90 minutes. I get set it up, and I have hype on 15 minutes, same as Ego left. So they are really freaking perfect, and they're working well, very well. I'm doing them on Hyperliquid just because I love the simplicity of it. And don't get me wrong, it's you still need to keep the track of them just because the TPs doesn't work as well as on the window trading. So I do them manually, like you see over here. I'm taking my TP. If we're gonna reach a little bit more and heavier on it, I'm fine with it. I don't mind. I keep in track of it. I'm sitting a little bit often behind my chart, so I can track it a little bit lower, of a little bit more often. So as you see, they are really good. Backspot is doing great. I didn't had negative trade on it yet, so let's freaking don't jinx it. But yeah, so far so good, and I freaking love it. I have bought on baby right now in the short. It was first trade that went a little bit negative on the long one. It grind to the downside. I was hoping we're gonna have a pop on it, but it is what it is. It closed in negative. I'm taking it. I don't mind. I don't care. The numbers are saying that it's quite good, and I'm following it right now. So we're getting close to the TP on it, and let's see how that's gonna play out. Then I have one on the Bombay as well. That one close in. No, that one didn't close in negative yet. So still good, still in position. Let's see how that's gonna play out. Omni didn't fire yet, so I had some issue with it just because I set it up alert wrong. Happened. to the best ones as well. So I'm still waiting for the position that will open up. So that's why I didn't have any mark on the chart yet. But let's see. I'm having that one as well on 4 hour. So that's perfect. And freaking look at that. Our lovely high bot on 15 minutes. Do not look at the numbers. They are a little bit off. We are not going by the numbers. We are going by the backtest on that one. And that one is specific because it's on the Trendmaster. Eagle find a way to set a bot on it for quite good numbers as well. And boy, oh boy, 15 minutes. And look how it played out. And I'm already half out of it. I guess a little bit more because this one is on 50 and I set it on the Hyperliquid a little bit more on it. So there it is. 50 minutes bot, quick and steady. It's really freaking good. And then I have 2 more that I'm gonna check later on that one. It's the width one, but I want to set a bot on it. Numbers don't lie. And cake one. So quite good. Really awesome. Amazing. Love it. And like I said, the simplicity of Hyperliquid is really amazing. Blowing my mind how simple it is. And I technically stupid simple. I'm still doing mistakes, so I'm stupid, I know. Don't worry about it. But to be honest with you, when the trading, it's better just because you can set up the TPs on it. So that's what's covering you. If you are a little bit more on the charts and you can take that, then take it what it is. But I would suggest you to go for the window trading first. If you are new to bot trading, that's what I would suggest you to do. And yeah, they are great. Jump in on the session with Eagle. I might be there as well, not that often because I have some sessions as well in between with my students some of the time, so I'm not gonna be most of the times, but if I'm gonna be there, then I'm helping him as well as much as possible. And yeah, it's always blast, it's always great. And look at that, I mean, earning money while you're sleeping, who doesn't want that, right? But the pack spot, it's great, it's awesome. Everyone should have that on the side as well. So yeah, that's a little bit on my rant and my yapping around over the market and the situation what we are right now. And I might have a look on the chat because it's been a while. And if you have anything that you want to hear, to see, to chart, any indicators as well, questions, let me know. Manta, hello, how you doing, mate? I didn't see you for a while. Do you trade execution happening? Did you say? No. Don't get me wrong. I set up my my bots, right? They are set up on Katoshi. It's an extension what you use to have the bots running on Hyperliquid to fire the alerts on it. So you need to Katoshi on it, and yeah, they are fired on Hyperliquid. So I have that set for the bots only. Sometimes I might trade on it if it's because it's quite easy and quick. So I trade on Hyperliquid, but most of the times I'm using it for the bots. My own trading platform is BitGet and BloFin for now, manually trading. That's a good one good question. Which leverage I'm using? So right now, I'm using always the max leverage what Hyperliquid give me. That said, most of the times it's 5x, 3x, and really, really rarely you will see some higher leverage on it. And to be honest with you, I like that because I'm not like keen on higher leverage on the bots just because they have some movements on the side in the range. They are maybe not able to be profitable. So you that's why it's nice to have it, for example, a bet running on like, I don't know, lower average, right? Eagle have some bots even on lower average, but I'm a little bit more keen on 5x, and I'm taking what Hyperliquid will give me, right? So most of the times it's going to be around 5. So to give you a perspective, PEX bot, it's on 5x. High bot, 15 minutes, it's on 5x. Baby is on 5x as well. Bombay, I guess it was as well. Let me double check. Bombay is on 3x leverage even. So Omni 3x as well. So yeah, it's great. It's really nice. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna show you it's just the first back test of it. You see, it's just the first back test. I always go like on kind of a little bit low amount just to test it, to see how it performs, right? It's nothing major. If the bot's gonna have like couple trades really positive, I will crank this up, right? I will add shitloads of funds to it, and then I'm gonna go crazy with it because I know it performs well. It have stats on it quite good, and yeah, that's how it does. So this is my journal. It's a little bit different than the Eagles have. I don't know which one is better. It's up to you which one you like, but that's how I'm kind of keeping track of them, and they're doing really freaking good, right? So yeah, that's the, I need to update that one. No, it's in the short, so it's good. So that one is gonna keep on. No, they are not. So that's why you see, for example, this is the PAX bot, right? So this is my PAX bot, trade, isolated, margin. I have the $100 on it just to test it. Then position size is the 500 what you enter into your alert. Time frame, leverage, win rate, when it's set on, and then backtest 10, baseline 22. Some of them have different ones. And what I'm doing, please do not copy me on that one. Please do not follow me on that one. I know it's wrong on my side to show you that. I'm running the bots without the stop loss. Just because it's just a test bots right now and are low leverage and low amount on it. But when I'm gonna crank them up, it's gonna be different. For now, it's no stop loss because I don't want to get stopped out before the trade's gonna be finished or something like that, or some weird shit. But please do not, I'm gonna say it again, do not follow me on that one in any kind of case, please. I know it's wrong for me to show you that, guys, but I'm gonna be honest, transparent on it, but do not do that. Use always stop loss, even on the bots, especially on wonder trading. They're really good at it, and you can have even trailing stop loss or whatever. Please do that. Do not do the same thing what I'm doing. All right. So carry on. PAX bot, that's on 22. For example, baby one, I have on 21 baseline, right? So you see as well like small amount in it just to test it, and I had first loss. It happened, but I just want to see how that's gonna carry on, right? I have my average total of the PNL, and I have the total of it, so it's still positive even if it had small loss on it, right? So Bombay, same, 2 losses in a row already. Fine. One was my kind of mistake because I said it wrong, so this one was my mistake. Secondary was that one, but still the first one was massively, it doubled already the amount of it. So great. Omni, I had closing break even. I don't remember what happened over here. I need to go and backtest it. I need to update that one. It didn't. I didn't fill this up yet. I was quite busy. And of course the hype one. It's a little bit different because it's on 50 minutes and on trend master without TPs. I'm taking them manually TPs, and I have it at cross. Just because there is no, for that position and margin, there's no liquidity, right? So that's one is a little bit different. But still, either way, losses and still positive. I know numbers are low. I know, don't worry about it. It's not about the numbers right now. It's just to backtest them and see how good they are, how they perform, what they do, what they pull out. And after then, when you have some information on them, some more, you can decide if you crank this up or crank this up, right? It's not the importance of the bots right now that you're gonna go and chuck millions funds to it and then see how they perform and lose some money. You first go with low amount, check them, see how they behave, see how you like it. If they are right, if they are correct, if they are like couple trades in a row, bro, you can double whatever you want. But that's not the priority right now. It's just performance and numbers. First thing first, right? Is that clear? I hope so. But yeah, oh, sorry. So yeah, that's my spreadsheet. Maybe it's different than Eagles, but that's what I'm using. That's how I'm doing it. But yeah. So yeah, that's my side on the bots, and I will update them, of course. So yeah, and like you see already, PAX, it's quite facing to the downside. That's good. What do we have over here? Baby, that was the entry. for a short, and yeah, we might go lower. Bombay, yeah, that one is a little bit weird. I need to check that one if this still is position or not. More pretty. Mine is simple. It's whatever you like, you know, so it's up to everyone. I like to, you know me, I like to be a little bit detailed in things. So yeah, I wonder if Omni's gonna do something, but hype is my fucking, oh, I'm gonna seriously crank this up because it's doing perfectly on 15 minutes. You fancy one. And of course, with and cake, it's gonna be added as well to the bot journal and Hyperliquid, just because the numbers are great and yeah, they outperform everything already, so that's great. Let me chaos what? Is there a metric in the bot that factor liquidity? Yeah, so I don't think that's slippage being too aggressive. Yeah, you have the trailing stop loss, right, on your bots. But what I'm doing, and that's quite important as well, I can show you that, right? So you can see the bots running over here. It's nothing to be ashamed of it. It's, like I said, I'm transparent, so look at that, positive. Yes, I know numbers are low, but still doesn't matter. It's just a test. So what I'm doing, the only thing, guys, you need to remember that, because we find out a little bit too late to get a Vigo. There is something like maintenance liquidations, right? So what you're doing is, for example, what I'm doing with my bots right now, let's take with, right? If I will take the bot and make it go inside the trade right now, do a test, do a 50 USD over here, buy or sell, doesn't matter, and check where is the liquidation price on it, right? So that means right now, if I will enter right now in this position on the max leverage, that's 10. Of course, I'm not going to do 10, but that's going to be 5 somewhere, because 10 is quite aggressive on that one, right? Change it to 5 and see what's the liquidation on it. It's 0.92, right? Take the measurement tool and go to that level, 0.920-ish. It's 16%. It's a quite high maintenance, in my opinion. If that one's gonna be a little bit higher, right? If you're gonna have something like in 20% or even higher, then I would suggest, like, you know what, that might be fine. But that's how I measure it, and I'm be sure that I'm not going to be stopped out. Why? Just because, think about it, like even doing 60%, where do we end up? You break the whole freaking structure, right? Yes, it's possible, of course, because that one moves quite heavily and significant, but still, I'm quite safe on 5x without stop loss. Please do not do that. Don't fucking go and keep having it in front of me in any case, but right, do with reasonable amount and use a stop loss. I'm just testing it around, right? But that's how I'm measuring, and that's how you check it, just to be sure before you enter any bot, how is the maintenance liquidation, because they can be quite high. And Eagle had one example, unfortunately it happened. He got stopped out quite heavily on his bot just because of the high maintenance liquidations, but never been mentioned in any kind of exchange ever that they are there, right? So that's how we a little bit find out about it, and that's how we do the backtest. And that's why this as well is, all of this, what we are doing right now with the bots, right? So this, with the low amount, with the low position, low leverage, just to test how they run. What is the drawdown, right? Because most of the times when you see this drawdown, you see 2.5%. Oh, awesome. But that's most of the times it's more than that. This is, Egil told me about it. It's not average. It takes shitloads of positions or numbers in the calculations, and then it takes like the mid, or Egil, I don't know, you can explain that better than me. How is that set? But it's not the maximum drawdown what you can have. There is always gonna be more than that, right? Than that number over here. So don't get me wrong, and don't think like the most occurring. Oh yeah, that was it. The most occurring number. So that's the most occurring, but it can be more, right? What we find out as well of the backtest. That's why you do this as well. You find which are which settings are going well and which are not, right? So for example, over here, we have a long position, right, with the drawdown of 10% of the move. It's one of the few ones, but still it happens. You need to be aware that it happened, right? And it can happen as well on you. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I've been lazy. I should have checked. Oh no, it's fine, Mark. Don't worry, man. You're not lazy. That's why we're here. So yeah. Could you show you settings for hype, or did I miss that? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Setting to hype. Yeah, sure. So 50-minute hype. We use the ByBit chart, I guess, for it, and those are the settings. I guess Eagle have, yeah, we have the same ones. So to do the focus, that's the most important one, focus. And then you go to, yeah, just take this over. Then I'm gonna read a little bit more. Also, the PAX strategy, where is it based to model? Could that be volume? Yes, most of the times it could be volume. If on any kind of exchange, so that's the reason as well. We can come back to that one, to the settings, and we can post them a little bit as well in the session of the bot setup. That's the reason as well why you should choose most historical chart, like ByBit or Binance, one of those ones. If any kind of exchanges, for example, MEXC, by like let's say Gate or Femex or ByBit or ByBit not by, where's another one, BinX or something like this pops up, you will know that there is not much history on it. So that for as well, not much volume on the exchange itself to do it and to prevent token to play like it is. So that might be the chart as well different from another one. That's why you choose always the same as we choose, like for example ByBit or Binance, right? But then doesn't matter on which one, which exchange you use to fire it out, just because the alert follows this chart, right? So this is the key. That's why you're using that. If that makes sense. The most occurring number, appreciation, I think. No, you're welcome, Chaos. It would be awesome if you could set bot by using QR codes. So something easy to share. Awesome, dog. That's that's the laziest way, right? Scan the code, have a bot, and then run it. You need to put a little bit work into it. You need to understand. The thing is, like, yeah, I get you. Like, that would be really awesome, right? That would be like next level. It would be really, really easy, maybe to create it. Like, for example, we have this screenshot, and you just like, I don't know, can copy this in the data or something and have a QR code. That's fine. But the thing is as well, like sometimes, and yes, maybe you need to put a little bit work into it, but there is a reason why. You need to understand how the bot behaves and why it's doing that as well. That's the most important thing, because you need to understand this is the guy who is running your funds, selling and buying shit, right? And making quite a lot of profit for you. But if that goes wrong, you need to understand why and where is it going wrong into it. So that's the effort what you really need to put a little bit into setting it up, finding the right setting that will suit the bot as well in the numbers, and then running and testing it, right? Because it's still a bot. It's without emotions and anything around it, but it still can go against you, right? It happened to me as well. Like, yeah, Eagle and me had some little bit, not worse, but a little bit negative trades, but it happens. It happens in real life trading as well, right? You get hit as well sometimes. So, but still, you need to understand where is it coming from and why is it happening. That's the most important thing. And then you need to solve the problem, right? Tweak them. That's why you keep as well the journal, because right now, for example, Kayotaka, of course, when you switch Kayotaka on and you see your whole portfolio and everything, you see like, oh yeah, there is a growth, or oh, we do a little bit worse than 2 weeks ago. But if you're not gonna be able to jump into that and fix it or make it better to work and perform better, then slowly it's gonna drain your account, and only on the end you're gonna realize, oh shit, I should have jumped a little bit quicker on that one. And then that's why wait, where is it? I lost it. Oh, here. That's why you keep the journal, because over here clearly you can see which one is performing and which one is not, right? So far all of them performing. Either way they had bad trades, but if this starts to get a little bit to the negative, then I need to jump on it already and tweak maybe something, or maybe stop it for a while, right? But if you're not gonna realize it, then you're gonna be too late, and you're gonna miss out on the bot that's performing well and it's going worse, and then it's draining your account, right? Not always the all around and the overview of your account, your exchange will say that much about your performance, right? It can happen that you have some drawdown or some bad trades in the meanwhile, but if there's going to be a good one, then that need to be caught, or that need to be taken by the bot. If that's not going to be the case, then the bot's going to miss out on the good trade, plus it's going to miss out on the profit that you're going to make. Right? So that's why I'm saying you should put a little bit more work into it. But yeah, the right baseline for the bots. Yeah, I understand that, but the thing is, where do you have your line of what's perfect or what's not, what's good or what's not, right? So the thing is, like, yeah, baseline, I mean, sometimes I have 22, Eagle have 21, and we still have good numbers, right? Are you aiming? Yes, I know and understand that we're aiming for the stars and the most perfect and the most accurate and the most high numbers ever. But sometimes, I mean, if you have like a little bit less than another one, but the bot still will perform, right? And I understand it's the devil is in the details. Yes, that's true. But even then, like, I mean, if this is gonna be on 209 or 210%, does it make that much difference in the whole perspective, right? So it's all about the all performance through couple weeks, what it performs, how much it's thrown down, how much stop loss got hit, how much negative position you had. All around that will tell more about the bot than only the numbers, right, on the side. Because, for example, this is shit, technically, right? But if you go and test it manually, all of those trades, there's a reason why we are running it, right? Because if you look at those numbers, either way, we have all the stars from the GTA 6, whatever, and you have 26.6% with win rate for 50. Decent, but it's not the best one, right? But we're still running it. We're checking it. We double check if that's right or not, if it's accurate, if it's fine, if it's good long term. Because we've been, technically Eagle as well, and I a little bit, we've been and manually been testing all of those moves by measuring them with replay on. That's how you realize how good or bad the bot can be on the longer term, right? The numbers is not always about in your face, because they change, right? Those are a little bit different than when I used to start them. That's why, therefore, as well, I'm having them here. Those are the numbers what I run the bot first time when I switch the bot on. Those are the numbers when I switch them on. They are different. Which one is it? Boma. I guess they are different right now than this little bit. They change because the trades adds up. We are going further into the future, right? So they will change, and eventually you will not remember which one it's been when you start the bot. That's why I assume it's going to be maybe a good idea to have them here in a spreadsheet, because this is the, what is it? The spreadsheet of the whole bot. I want to know which numbers it's based on as well. My idea of take it out as it is, but still, right? It had one good run, too bad, but it's still in positive. So are you gonna delete this bot, or are you gonna keep it? I'm gonna keep it a little bit longer, see how it runs, right? So that's the whole deal, idea, and the thought about it. Any questions? Igor, do you want to add something to it that I might misunderstand, or you might, if you want, you can jump in the on the stage.
Yeah, basically you did it all wrong. We should just start all completely over.
All right, let's go.
Just
So
back to the beginning.
back to 2 hours earlier. All right, let's go over again and again. I have all of the time. No, my voice would not handle that. And I still have one more session after that. Oh, you joker. But yeah, like I said, try it. The best thing is, I guess, to have a little bit like a toe dipped into the bots. I guess the best one is going to be to set up the PAX bot. That's going to be most reliable and most accurate, I guess. But that's up to everyone. I love it. This plays quite good, and look at that, it's still going. So if it's gonna reach the, I hope, I'm not sure if that's gonna be, I don't think so, but that's my TP. If I'm gonna see something turn around over here, I'm gonna take the TPs manually, just because, like I said, I'm running it on the Hyperliquid. They are not really built in yet that accurate. TPs are some window trading, so that's why. So yeah, it's great stuff, guys. You should all dive into it and at least have one bot running for you, because you will realize how freaking good they are and what they do when you are sleeping or you are not even able to be on the chart. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can go have fun with your family and the profits are made. So there it is. Just for the understanding, are the trades being executed automatically as buy and sell? On Hyperliquid, yes. Buy and sell, they're automated. You have Kyotoshi. So this is, let me show you. This is the app, or how you call it, the extension to the browser, what you can download as an app. You set up API bot, or kind of fish API bot. It's with you. You need to connect with your wallet. You add tickers. Whoa, I was lost for a second. You add the tickers, what you want to trade on it. Then you just go to terminal, put the ticker what you want to have it, right? And there you have it. Open position. So you open position long, and then whatever you want. You want USDT, PEG SLF, or percentage. You enter over here. You enter your stop loss, right? And then you have it, the code over here. With this click, you just click and you copy the code, and you enter that in open position long into the Algo Master, for example. You go, oh shit, that's the wrong ticker, of course. Over here, and enter by entry. You enter it over here, like you see my codes over here, right? So that's how you set it up over here, and you do it with everything. Then you go to close position, long, short, enter whatever you want, USDT, PEGs, or percentage. It's all is explained in the video what Sirius, what the Eagle Mark did in the chat. It's all gonna be explained by Sirius. And then just to tell you, make sure that this is switched on. Do not the same mistake as I did. Just make sure that this is switched on. That's the only what I gonna say to you. So that's the most important one, that this toggle is switched on. It's not really in your face, but yeah, it need to be switched on. Believe me. Don't do the mistake what I did. Strategy is being big interest to me. Yeah, nice. Take it as this. Make sure that we are still kind of testing it, right? We might tweak it here and there, but then you're gonna hear more about it on Eagle's streams on the bot session. But yeah, that's how it is and how we run it. It's great. It's really great. It's quick. Like I said, it's really quick, and I'm treating it like a scalp, of course, because it's 50 minutes. Entry. I'm positioning my okay. because it's on Hyperliquid, I do it manually, taking TPs. So that's why I'm positioning over here, looking for a nice TP area. This was perfect just because of the structure wise. And I'm entering the price into the Hyperliquid limit sell 50, 70%, and that's done. All handled. Anything above that, below that, I don't care anymore. I took my profit and it's been dealed with it. But yeah, that's on Hyperliquid. If you want to have it on window trading, then of course you can set up the TPs however you want and how much you want of them. So yeah, and that's why I'm leaning a little bit more as well to Hyperliquid, just because Ego is doing the window trading and he's like the fucking master of it. So I said like, okay, so let me do something different and maybe show that around as well. And there you have it. But it's still beta testing, if you want to say like that. So keep that in mind. Great stuff. Trading a recent stumble in terminal. Interesting. You have a link or something to it? It could be interesting. .com. Oh, cool. I like that you write down the dot as well. Oh, really? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it. Safety first. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that you was showing that. So yeah, then it looks freaking good actually. Fuck yeah. Zeus, do you have reflink? Definitely you have. You have fucking reflinks for everything. BloFin even. Hyperliquid, BitGet. Fuck yeah. That was a mind blower. Nice. The explanation indicator for TradFi. Do we have the indicator? Not yet. It's coming. It's coming. They still testing it. The guys, Eagle and Zeus are testing it. So if you want anything from them, then yeah, that's they will let you know when they're gonna be live. And definitely Viking's gonna say it as well on this stream. Alliance for size. Oh, that's nice. That's great stuff. I'm gonna dive into that one. But yeah, before I'm gonna create account Zeus, do you have a ref link? Yes or no? Otherwise, oh, it's like end of month. Oh, great stuff. So there you have it. There we have it. Inside information. Markets farm chase. Cool. Cool stuff. Looks awesome. So yeah, okay. So far I'm gonna stop my recording. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. I hope it was helpful and kind of a learning curve on the bots, if you want to say that. Keep in mind, let's see how the price is gonna be. If we're gonna go lower, then we need to fail on 106. So far we're holding it. See how high we're gonna go right now with this candle. Some positivity on the oscillator. Yes, there's some money inflow. We are trading below the trend line, below the mint line, and right now maybe we're gonna turn around. Let's see how we're gonna close. The next close on the 4 hour is gonna be the most accurate to say which way we're gonna go, right? So keep it intact and see you on the flip side Sunday, I guess. Bye.